So my name is Nicole. I'm here in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, and Home Trim worked on a completely refurbished and redone staircase for my family. Our original staircase here at the home was something that I would describe as very builder's grade. So very small balusters, very small posts. It was also painted by the previous homeowner. So it was painted all black, which made it really dark, and we've done a lot of work here with Home Trim work in our house, and everything is bright and airy, and it really just didn't match the decor anymore. Our first point of contact at Home Trim work is Ulan, and he's been amazing for us. Our first point of contact with Ulan was about a year ago. He worked on designing our family room for us. So he did a coffered ceiling, he did paneling on our walls, and worked on our fireplace for us. So we had an amazing experience with him and his team. They were fantastic. Dependable, and if anybody's worked with a contractor before, they know that sometimes it can go where you start a project and then 6 months later you're still working on that project. Is not the case with Ulan and his team. So they were incredibly speedy and on time and really did a great job that first go around. So when we wanted to have our staircase redone, we knew we were going to call them. So we called out Ulan again. He took a look. He gave us different samples and ideas to get the project going, which was helpful to us because we're not professional designers. So it was fantastic. Working with Ulan was really seamless. For our first project, he came out and he knew that we might have multiple projects with him. So when we were working on our family room project, he came out in person. He obviously took measurements, brought samples of design, materials, catalogs for us to look at to pick different colors, materials, and things that might go well for our family room. So for this second go around, we worked so closely with him on the first. We didn't need an in-home meeting again, but we had a video conference where we discussed at length what we wanted out of a brand new staircase. We also had 2 balconies that needed to be done, a Juliet balcony which looks over into his old project, our family room, and then also a balcony that looks into the front foyer of our home. So it was wonderful. We spoke with him via video conference. Again, he showed us samples, he gave us different materials, talked to us about the types of colors and items that might look best in our home, given his sort of deep breadth of knowledge, having been here the first go around. I felt like Ulan picked the picture out of my head. We did not have a lot of revisions. After he sent us the drawings and the mock-ups, I would say the part that took maybe the longest was just my husband and I on agreeing on which posts, which balusters we wanted, which is all sort of personal, choice. But in terms of the actual design and what we were getting done, Ulan hit it out of the park. After we decided on a design with Ulan and we approved his drawings, we worked with Vlora on his team, who was amazing. So she helped us to schedule everything. Almost immediately after accepting the project, she reached out to us via email and text, and we organized with her to have the materials dropped off here at the house and then to have a start date on the project. Bucks Lumber was the company who dropped off all of our materials. Their point person was fantastic to work with. He was professional, he collected the payment, walked through all the materials that he dropped off with me so that I was sure that everything arrived safely and we were good to go. So for our first project at our home, we worked with Oleg as the woodworking contractor. So he handled the coffered ceiling for us and doing all the cuts on the panels that we had put in the family room. As far as that project went, Oleg was amazing. So he asked us questions, asked us for our input. Because everything is so custom, there are different points along the way where we could make personal decisions about how we wanted, small cuts or little, fills, little intricate details to play out. So we really felt, even though we had approved the full project through Ulan, there were points where our contractor, like I said, Oleg, he came to us and asked us for opinion, and we thought that was wonderful. Same thing for the stair project. So we worked with Eugene. He did all of the woodworking for our staircase, and it was a really similar process. So he showed us everything as he started things, and then if he had questions or if there were areas where he could customize and make little details and little flourishes for us, he talked to us about that in advance. For both our projects, I felt Ulan's team was extremely professional, tidy, and on time. They really were just complete professionals is the word for them. So drop cloths were used, and navigating in my home is a little challenging. We had 2 dogs, a brand new puppy and another dog, and my husband and I work from home. So being able to navigate our schedule, our family schedule, our work schedule was really important to us, and they fit in. It was not intrusive at all. So they were clean, and they worked with us when we had, personal items that we needed them, to be a little bit quiet for, so we could take business calls and things like that. They were great. When Ulan's team worked with us for our first project, which was the family room, we worked with Victor as our painter. So in terms of the quality of his work, it was impeccable. It was a touch easier actually than our staircase to do color, because it was mainly selecting what wall paint we would want. So that was on my husband and I to choose something that we liked, and the coffered ceiling was going to be white. We all knew that from the beginning. Really, the difference with the stairwell project, I would say, is because we were picking a stain to match existing flooring here in the home, it was really important to get something that was cohesive and felt like it matched with the original flooring and items here. So Jacob and Gary helped us with the staining. Right after the project was finished in terms of the woodworking and construction, they came in the very next day. And this would be before the posts and the balusters were put in, and they helped us match a stain. So they gave us about 4 or 5 options on sample pieces. We were able to sort of move them around and sit on them overnight so that we could see them in different times of the day and different lighting to select the best one that would go with our current flooring. We've worked with Home Trim Work now for 2 projects, and I would say they were completely successful. We were so happy. My husband and I have already decided we're going to be working with Home Trim Work for future projects, so they will be back in our home doing other things. Because of that, we would feel absolutely comfortable recommending Home Trim Work to any of our friends and family. My mother and my sister-in-law live here in the area. They've been able to see these projects from start to finish, and we recommended them absolutely.